Hi guys, I have been locked for a year. Do I still have to band my hair? Oh, I can't wait till I stop having to band. All right, let's get a little perspective here. You decided to get locks. You've made it through the install. I said I wasn't going to use that word again. You've made it through the initial cultivation session. That's plenty words just to say you got your locks put in. And that was the hardest part. The hardest part was going through the stages to figure out, okay, am I going to lock my hair or am I not? Am I going to still use my other formal methods of grooming or am I going to move towards the locked path? And you decided to do that. So now once they have been cultivated, the initial cultivated session, and you have a head full of starter locks, now you have to band. Why do you have to band? You have to band because when you're interlocking your locks, you are basically forming a braid. It's a braid that forms and starts from the tip of the hair strands, and then you interweave it, braid it down to the root. Now, banding means that you take the ends of a few locks, you roll them up midway down towards the scalp, and then you put rubber bands on the very ends, the rolled ends, to secure it. Some people braid their hair into plaits or twist it and then roll it up and put rubber bands on, and some people cornrow it and put rubber bands at the end. Because these are braids or stitching, what happens is as you wash the hair has movement. The hair either waves up, curls up, kinks up, coils up. Sometimes in doing so, it slackens. So now the braid is not as tight, and the more you wash it, it loosens, it puffs up. Sometimes there may be little gaps or holes, or sometimes the braid unravels. When the braid unravels, let's say this is the braid and it unravels, then the next set of stitches start to unravel and slip out. So next thing you know, you have these loose ends, and then the rest of the lock is braided. And if you keep progressing without banding, what happens is the braid just slips out. There's no more braid, it's just tufts of loose hair. Banding is important. Okay, so you've had your locks for a year. It depends on your hair type. When you wash your hair, you will know if your hair is slipping or not. You know whether to alter, because every time you go into your consultant, they will tighten it up, and that means that you have to continue to band. Just because a whole year has gone by does not mean that automatically you stop banding. It's like spring on the calendar. Just because you see spring on the calendar does not mean that spring is a spring day on the first day of spring, or that winter weather has stopped. Winter weather has stopped when you can go outside without a jacket, a coat, and I'm talking about heavy coats or heavy jackets, and the sun is out and shining. Your hair is going to unravel until it decides to stop unraveling. And it has nothing to do with the 1 year mark. So don't ever say 1 year mark, okay, I'm done, or a year and a half, I'm done, I don't have to band. All right, that's the physical aspects of it. Now let's take the emotional aspects of it. Do you remember how long it was, or how long it took for you to unfurl your hair, to stretch it out, to comb through it once you have washed it? Some of us, it took 45 minutes to an hour or more. And we are quarreling over putting some rubber bands and twisting up our hair, and probably like 10 plaits, 15 plaits for some, 20. And then when you're done, you just pull off the rubber band. Perspective. It used to take you forever to groom your hair as a loose natural. Let's look at the other bright side. You have locks. It took you a moment or a while to figure out if you were going to wear locks. Now you have locks. This is the rites of passage of having very tiny, stylable locks. This is paying your dues. And paying your dues, you set the foundation now so that in the future you can have all the freedom that you want. You can stand under the shower. You could just let the water run through your hair and you don't have to band. That's when your hair stops slipping. You can wash every day if you want. You can go swimming with your hair free. You could just enjoy. You could stand outside in the rain. It's not a problem. You can steam. This is what you're looking forward to. But right now we're going through the rites of passage, and banding is a cinch. Because remember where you came from. You came from more work. This is less work. Count your blessings. Trust your beauty and own it. Peace.